We're here with the Super Regional Champions, the Tryon Thunder, with head coach Donnie Dankelson and student athletes Adrian Rosie and Emma Byer. Coach, if you want to start us off with your thoughts of the day.
I'm just very proud of this team. We started off season 0-7, and a lot of people were kind of doubting us. And obviously, we played a very tough schedule, and they never lost faith in who we are, what we could do, and to finish the season the way they finished to this point. And obviously, we're not finished yet, but just very proud of the effort and the heart they showed today, and just never looked. Always looked so confident and just kept doing their thing. And just a matter of time till the bats got going. And today was some big hits and great pitching by the whole staff, and just very proud of them.
All right, yeah, I guess obviously you guys are moving on. For any of you, I guess you're moving on. What does that mean to you guys to go back after missing the tournament the last couple of years?
Well, I've been trying to get to Salem for 18 years. Every year it's been there, we've always found a way not to get there. So I had several alumni this morning. We had several here today, which was awesome, that reached out and said, today's the day you finally try and sell buggies to go to Salem, finish it for all of us. I don't know how many alumni called or emailed or texted. It was an awesome feeling this morning coming in. Just, phone was blowing up the whole way with all the alumni saying, today's the day we finally punch our ticket to Salem for all of us. So it's a great feeling to know we're finally getting to go to this place that always avoided us, and to finally punch that ticket and to watch these girls, just their smiles and play the game the right way. And just everything, the whole year has been so fun, just after the last 2 years of COVID, not being able to do this, to be able to play it all in the field and let it play out. That was what about last year was, we didn't get to finish. We were in a great spot, and take it away. If you get beat, you get beat. We didn't get beat, it was taken away. And just to watch the joy they get to play with, and the seniors to first year to go play in the World Series, National Championship Tournament, and now as freshmen, and now as seniors to go do it again. Just a great way for them to finish their careers. And I really like our chance to go there and compete and see what we do.
What does it say about your team, or what did you learn about your team this weekend? You had the shutout victory yesterday, then this one, it was tight, and then how you guys finished it off at the end.
I just saw that they'll stay with the game plan, and I thought today we did a much better job. We talked about what we had to do offensively off that kid, and obviously she pitched a great 2 games. I mean, she got a little tired at the end, but you had to expect that. I mean, a lot of props go to her. But I found that, again, just more fight and more heart, and you can see our lineup. It's different people every time. It's not the same kid. We had different kids that we switched lineup again today, and the bottom of our lineup was big. And our top struggled a little bit, and the bottom picked us up. And it's really nice as coaches have to know that the bottom can beat you, the top can beat you, and our defensive pitching is going to be solid every day. Just learned that they really wanted this. And after the Kalamazoo loss, we had a really long heart-to-heart. They probably didn't like the conversation, and they have responded really, really well. And I challenged them in many ways, and they pretty much told me to shut my mouth and watch us play. And they've done a great job by responding.
And what's your sense, sort of? I know you're excited. You punched the ticket, like you said, got that proverbial monkey off your back.
Yes.
But what's your sense of preparing and getting ready for Salem, and how hungry this group is?
I think they're ready to go prove that they belong. I told them after the game that in the past we've made a mistake of saying, let's just get there. And then one time we got there, we didn't really believe we could win it. I think this group can go down there and can win this. I think we have the pitching and the depth, and I think we have the offense and defense to keep us in every game. Obviously, it's going to be every game is going to be a dogfight, but I really like our chances to go down and compete. If the ball bounces our way, I think we can win this.
Adrian and Emma, can you guys put into words of what it was like putting in all the hard work throughout the entire season, leading into being able to go to Salem for the first time?
Do you want me to do that? Okay. I think we've had a couple of grueling practices, a lot of stuff that put us to the test, and I think that was half the reason that we've been performing in these games. Our practices are hard, and all our players work really hard, so I think we just came out and performed like we have been. I just feel it's rewarding. We put all this work in, and again, like Coach, you mentioned, in the beginning we struggled, and I think it was like us keeping faith throughout the entire season that we know what we can do and our abilities. So especially when we're in tight games, we know our defense has got us, and eventually we'll break through with our hitting.
What did you see at the dish today? I think 2 for 3, that homer and the late run. How'd you have it going so well at the dish?
Right, so my first at bat, I felt like I was seeing the ball well. I mean, there's a couple of pitches I didn't really like, so when I came up the second, we kind of made a new game plan just to slide up in the box. We knew she was throwing that rise ball, and I expected an inside pitch like the previous at bat, and I got that pitch high and in, which is my favorite pitch. so took that one out. And then it was more just putting balls in play for me. I knew like if our team puts balls hard in play, it's hard to defend them. So that was just my mindset going up to the plate.
And then each of you just describe you first. I saw you guys right there at the dugout waiting for that final out to happen. Describe that sequence and what it felt like to celebrate with your teammates.
It's amazing. I mean, I'm a freshman obviously, so this is something new for me, and it's like the best feeling. I knew we had that last out, and it was just a relief. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm excited to go to Salem and do it again.
For you, Ruth?
Same here. I knew that the dog pile was coming after that third out. I was so excited. Man, it just feels so good to get a high pop up and know it's going to get caught and just see your teammates just ready to come and pounce on you. It feels really good. I'm excited for Salem to do it again, like she said.
Every year we qualify for this, I've always said in my head, never had a dog pile. Like other teams do it, and I was like, oh, there it finally was. Like there it is. Like it was just great to see the excitement, and just see how happy they were. To see their hard work pay off that was just a great moment.
Going back to my earlier question, Adrian, can you sort of touch on what it's been like putting in all the work throughout this season to get to Salem?
Yeah, I can speak on like all the pitchers. I know a lot of us are in the gym like a lot like during the fall, working out and getting stronger because we're both like I know me and Lauren especially. Like we push each other really hard in the off season so that we can be ready for the season. And I think we've all really worked hard. Anna was working through some issues with her bicep earlier this season, but she's really come through and showed up every single day. And I love her leadership, and I love Elizabeth's leadership too. She's always a leader in the dugout, and she's like everyone's worked very hard in the pitching staff. Of course, the team as well. Everyone works so hard during practice, and we're always competing. There's never someone has a spot like. No one has their spot given to them. Everyone's always competing every single day, and that's what makes us a great team.
And then, Coach, can you talk about how strong the pitching depth is? I mean, all three of your main pitchers, Anna and Adrian, all got to pitch today.
Yeah, I think that's one of our biggest strengths of the year we were talking about was just coming out of Georgia. You know, our pitchers did a great job. We just didn't hit, and we kept saying if the pitching's going to stay there, we're going to be pretty dangerous. And you kind of look at this point of the season. If you have one pitcher, it's tough. We haven't ever had to ride one kid the whole year, and so all of our arms are fresh going into the weekend. No one's had to throw crazy innings, and we know that we look at all conference tournament to finish out the conference regular season, regional, super regional. Now we haven't thrown her back to back. We haven't done that. We've trusted our staff. Coach Schmidt's done a great job with these kids. They put the time in. They've earned it. We trust them in the rotation. We trust our defense, and so it's really nice to be a special teams, the pitchers and catchers, and it's been awesome just to watch them just stay in our rotation. And people are like, you do that, just trust us. We know what we're doing. We trust our kids. We're going to go this plan. It'll work. It's been this way for many years. When you have a staff, you have to use them, and that should be an advantage going into next week. We have 4 kids we trust that we can throw, and if you're going to ride one kid, it's gonna be tough. You got to win a couple games in a row before you get a day off, and I love the fact that we can trust our arms and our defense, and we can ride that to a couple wins.
And then how different, if at all, will the preparation be for the championship?
I don't think we change a thing. Obviously, you get down there and you see the facilities, and you kind of look around, hey, we got to do this here. We don't change a thing what we do. Our pregame practice will be the same. Our walkthrough will be the same. It's still the same game. We'll just do our normal routine and try to make it as common as a pattern as possible. I have several engineers, so we keep in the routine, the better for all of us, and just make them feel comfortable and just, hey, let's just go battle. And if we do that, I think we'll be all right.